did a hitch, went a slant route in the alley, he probably would have got away. Because guess what? Bullets don't curve. And shotguns, you got to warning shot, buckshot, real shot, buckshot. Like, you had a chance to get away. Because once they shoot, he gotta load the gun again. I'm just saying, could have ran a curl route. You're like, no agility, no good change of direction. Situational awareness was bad. Play speed was because he didn't really get that far down the alley. I don't know how Trey was probably more athletic than Ricky. You all have that one friend who isn't, like, they're a better athlete or a really good athlete, but they just don't want to play football until, like, their junior year. And they're like, dude, you could have probably got a scholarship.
And they're probably mentally more healthy and okay with themselves, too.
They really are. They really are. And, like, their era in nightclubs is probably much funner than yours.
And they'll just happily catch a slant on you for no reason. It's like, dog, why don't you play? And it's like, nah, I ain't trying to do all that.
We had to do it like that.
I'm trying to fuck bitches.
Yeah, we had to do it like that on the team.
Trying to get money.
Yeah, and he got bitches and money. Excuse our language. He got all that, and still probably gets into better parties than you after your playing career is over. Like, one day we're gonna have some old JUCO stories.
But man, we really came into this podcast ignorantly shmoneying, and then I had an addiction / NFL expert, and then a referee. Like,
are we glowing up? Are we the most mature we've ever been?
Nah, it's just the depth of this podcast, depth and breadth. Breath. I can't say that. How do you say that? D.
You shouldn't have just said.
How do you say the breath? Breath.
Just stay away from that word. It's okay.
You can't say it either.
I don't know what the fuck you're trying to say.
Like breath.
You mean bread with a TH at the end?
Yes. Like,
I'm pretty sure you got the wrong word. You're thinking of a word that doesn't really exist. I know what you meant, but that's not the word. Just come up with a get a thesaurus.
It means like the whole scope of it things, right?
Nah, I know you're the word's wrong, but I know what you mean.
Like, it's the opposite of depth.
What would be the opposite of depth?
Breath.
Breath?
Breath with a TH.
What the fuck? I know those two things have depth and breadth have nothing to do with each other.
Really?
No. Where did you learn? Who told you this?
I'm gonna look this up.
I know what you meant. I mean, if you would have said the scope, I'd have been like, okay.
That's what I mean.
So why don't you just say scope?
Breath. It's a word. The distance or measurement from side to side of something. Width.
So the horizontal nature of a thing.
Like the whole scope of it. Like you said, like the whole scope of it. Like
the horizon.
Not just one thing, like the whole thing. Damn.
I'm gonna need you to get a
Izzy just called you out in the group chat.
Wait, what? Why are you talking about group chat shit on the air?
I'm just saying. She called you out.
Yes, I apologize for saying the word.
Right here, breath. Wide range or extent. I told you it's a fucking word.
You can't say the word.
Jesus Christ. It's breath with a TH. Breath.
Breath.
You can't say that shit.
Nobody taught any of us how to say words with DTH at the end. Can we be honest? Like, you never actually said
down to hike? You said DTH.
Wow. Really? That's what that meant? That's what you use DTH for?
I've never used that.
Well, I'm a hoe. I'd totally use DTH for a totally different... Never mind. Yeah, wow. I did not know that. Down a hike? Is that like some Luke Cage shit where you like want to go get some coffee? And fam, why are you wearing sweatpants with like your lower leg showing?
These are supposed to be joggers.
It's upsetting. It's upsetting.
Supposed to be joggers, but I wear ankle socks.
You're acting like Pete Budden right now, and I don't appreciate it.
All right.
So we're gonna get to what's actually on the rundown?
Yeah, college football news.
Okay. Brace yourselves, everybody. A lot of shit happened. By the way, shout out to our guest from last week, Quicken Guys, former NFL and XFL linebacker. I covered him while I was, working for the LA Wildcats, and it was a dope experience.
Well, you were covering the XFL Wildcats.
Yeah. I said that backwards. See, there was breath to what I said.
Shut up.
Can we just admit? Can we just never use that word again on the show because it upsets me. Because some words with TH I can't say, especially when you put a fucking consonant before it. Like, that pisses me off grammatically. Like, knife used to piss me off as a kid, and I just stopped caring. I was like, why is it a knife? Like, why is the K silent? But anyway,
all right, bro, you got like 30 things on college football. So
it's actually going to be a speed read. So, speaking of things I want to speed past very quickly. So, Notre Dame president Jack Swarbrick is pulling Notre Dame from the new NCAA football game because he wants all athletes to make money off their likeness. Northwestern is doing the same thing, too. They're pretty much pulling, like, you can't use Northwestern's uniforms, names, none of that shit in the game. But let's be honest, if you're going to play a college football game, you're not going to see Notre Dame in the championship game anyway. So don't worry about it. Or playoff. So don't worry about it.
okay, but that's also like, how do you just leave off
Notre Dame,
one of the most historically important college football teams?
That is true, which would be
And like
interesting
one
to
of
see.
the biggest broadcast draws, like the fights on the uniforms. Like, it doesn't matter who plays for
The
Notre
all-time
Dame. They just have
teams.
to be. They just need to be there. Like, how do you just omit them from the history? Like,
You mean omit?
God damn it!
You said emit.
Whatever.
It matters. Emit and omit, like effect and effect.
Omit Smith was a fullback.
Owen Smith. You stupid ass. The West Virginia guy or the Florida running back?
No, Omit Smith, the fullback.
I want to hit you. You mean the dude who was cracking his own skull open with? You mean Owen Schmidt? Owen Schmidt. And there's a D in his last name. Again, fuck you. I told you stop using words with D, TH at the end. Or adjacent names. But anyway. So yeah, it's actually kind of a big issue because, well, you're going to bring the game back, but Notre Dame's not in it. I mean,
Hey, also, fuck you. You didn't say anything because I have a haircut for the first time in 12 months.
I want to let you breathe, King. I want to let you enjoy the space
Well, damn.
with your haircut. I didn't have
Shit, I guess I'll just go back to cutting it myself. About if the only person
don't
who
say
sees
that.
me every week,
Don't say
besides my girl, doesn't even notice I got a cut.
No, I noticed it. I just wanted you to like feel like you were cute for a couple minutes. I felt like you needed that confidence boost.
All right, go ahead.
And I actually mentioned it on the low when
Sorry.
everybody else was here earlier.
Sorry.
Come on. When I get a fresh cut, I don't let everybody know. They see it. They know. Kings know kings. But anyway, so yeah, I think that's going to spark a lot because some schools might use it as a recruiting ploy. Let's be honest. Like, we care about you. We care about our athletes so much that we pulled them out of your favorite video game because EA doesn't want to break the bank and give us our bread. You'd have to pay Northwestern. You have to pay Notre Dame athletes more than Northwestern ones, right? See, this is going to be a slippery slope. So this is just an update on a growing story.
Basically.
Like between the GameStop stock and NCAA football, I don't know which one has more volatility right now. Damn, we just literally, I just made a stock exchange joke on this fucking podcast. You're welcome, everybody. By the way, AMC is recovering too, but that's a whole nother issue. So former Texas QB Sam Ehlinger wins the Jason Witten Collegiate Man of the Year award for exemplary service and leadership. He did a lot of community service. So salute to him. I just think it's weird that Jason Witten had that award named after him of all the people. How did Jason Witten? Shout out to him. He ain't finessing, but he's winning. So salute to him. Also, there was
AKA, you don't have to be a meathead or a cultural appropriating tight end or a big ass shit talker on a certain network to be a legendary tight end. Wow. Yeah, I just came at the top 4 greatest tight ends all in one take.
You really did. And Wins a better blocking than Tony Gonzalez.
I came at Tony Gonzalez, Shannon Sharp.
You probably should come at Shannon
Kelsey.
Sharp. I'm not helping you, Shannon Sharp, If you step to Shannon Sharp, I'm not helping you. I'm just gonna walk away. Hey, I'm gonna be like,
bro, you wasn't even
put Sterling Sharp in the Hall of Fame.
You
That's
wasn't even a
out.
Shannon Sharp fan until
Yeah, I
the
was.
Yak.
I love country players. There's a kinship there. I'm not from the country.
You wasn't a Shannon Sharp fan.
Yes, I was.
No, you wasn't.
Yes, I was.
No, you wasn't.
Only when he played for the Ravens.
You're a Raider
Only
fan.
when he played for the Ravens.
I was like, you were not a Shannon Sharp fan like that, bro. Shut your ass up.
What do you mean when I was a Raider fan? I'm always a Raider fan.
You was not a Shannon Sharp fan like that. Be quiet.
I liked Shannon Sharp as a TV analyst. I think he got a royal deal at the other spot because, he had a country voice. But I think he ended up getting like a training to speak more properly. So there's that. But anyway, yeah.
You went to Chris Carter school?
We're not going to talk about Chris Carter on this fucking podcast. You're not talking about Chris Carter on the show. You understand me? You're not doing it. It's just not going to happen. So don't do it again. Cool. All right, so Les Miles reportedly offered a student a settlement, and there's allegedly some sexual misconduct and harassment as part of the lawsuit when he was at LSU, and, well, it's just not looking good. Kind of sleazy. I'm going to just leave it at that. But, yeah, he offered a student money as part of the settlement. And there's harassment allegations. There's a lot going on. There's going to be more on the story coming out. We talked about it like a while back. So just Google LSU, Les Miles, harassment allegations, and more details will eventually come up in the future. But, yeah, there's a whole toxic thing going on at LSU with how they handle sexual assaults and females. And it's starting to rear its ugly head.
I'd be lying to you if I said I was surprised because, well, it is the great state of Louisiana.
Yeah, Louisiana is wild. There's no real rules. Like, my family's from Louisiana, and foul shit happens in Louisiana all the time. Lil Boosie said it. Boosie said it. As soon as I got enough money, I left Atlanta. It's cutthroat. It's almost like Chicago, but at least Chicago has rules, but they'll still do dirty shit to you. Louisiana, it's just dirty. Like, it's foul shit going on. But anyway, so next topic. Vince Young is back at Texas. They released a hype video, and Steve Sarkisian, who's their head coach, 6 years, $34 million. Luke McCaffery, younger brother of Panthers running back Christian McCaffrey, he transferred from Nebraska to Louisville. Also, yeah. I don't know why you would have went to Nebraska in the first place, but whatever. Not my issue. So, yeah. Oklahoma wide receiver, the video is crazy.
Better than Max McCaffrey?
He's at Michigan still, I think. He might have left Michigan.
No, wasn't he in the league?
No, that's the Duke receiver. But there's a bunch of McCaffrey kids. One was at Michigan. I think he transferred. Dylan McCaffrey, I think he's still at Michigan. But yeah, Luke transferred to Louisville. Hopefully it works out. They already had a QB at Louisville, but who knows? Oklahoma wide receiver / holder. He almost lost an eye in a bar bathroom brawl. You gotta check out that video. That shit is crazy. Like, I'm surprised kid didn't get killed. Let me actually find his name because I just saw it. It is
the slowest speed read ever.
Shut up. Spencer Jones. No, seriously, watch the video. It's fucking ridiculous. Dude almost died. He was legit fighting for his life in that bathroom stall. Former Oregon QB Tyler Shough transferred to Texas Tech. He's supposed to be the incumbent after Herbert left, but Anthony Brown kind of took that over. So it'll be interesting to see Oregon's QB situation go forward. Anthony Brown transferred from Boston College. And I think he was a part of a viral video that was at Cam Newton's football camp years ago when Cam Newton just had the fade and no locks. Deion Sanders won his first game as the Jackson State head coach, 53-0, and someone stole his belongings during the game, and he called it out after the game. A female assistant caught the dude who did it, but she couldn't fight him off. And he talked about it. He's like, man,